All right, so got a hot topic for you, Ken Dog.
Give it to me straight, homie.
Right. So, when and why do people fuck up when it comes to diets? Some people believe that they can't get the body they want.
Yeah.
You had a friend who had this kind of issue.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
And I mean, everyone's got this issue, really.
But yes, go.
But so people are also delusional
Yes, brother.
and have got a limited belief about age. So there's a conventional wisdom going on that, you know, if you're above 30 years old, you can't lose weight,
Yeah.
or you're limited to a lot of other
You
things.
can do a lot of things.
Yeah,
That's fact.
which is a fucking lie.
It's a lie. It's a motherfucking lie, homie.
All right, we're back. You know what I mean?
Back, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Right, mindsets and reps is how we do it.
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, jump right straight into it, Ken Dog.
Jump straight into it, eh?
Yeah. All right, so got a hot topic for you, Ken Dog.
Give it to me straight, homie.
Right. So, when and why do people fuck up when it comes to diets?
All right. Myself, the time that I've understood, like the time that I've hit the most roadblocks or the time that I had the most struggle with my diet was when, number one, I was unorganized. So back in the day, I'd be, in construction. All right, be in construction. And maybe at the end of the day, the boss asked me, can you do a couple more hours overtime? And then I'd be like, all right, sweet. I need that cash, obviously. Do the overtime. So then I'm like, fuck, getting a bit more hungry. All right? Fucked up my rotation when I was going to go home, when I was going to have time to cook. And then do a couple of hours overtime. So originally I'd work like 7 till 3 and it'd be like, I'll do a 10-hour day. Sweet. I'll work until 5. No problem. And then fucking the stomach secretly getting hungry. And then someone at work might fucking piss me off. Shit might not be going as well at the time. So then I start cruising home and I'm like, I'm fucking starving by this point. All right? But me, the dumb cunt, forgot to defrost the meat from the night before to be ready to cook at home. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here now. What am I going to do? I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry, flustered, frustrated. Shit. Got to meet my calories for the day. I'm supposed to be dieting. Bang. And then in my head's like, fuck. I can't be thinking about what the fuck to eat today. That gets me. And then I'm like, and then all this, and then fucking, I see some sign, some billboard on the fucking screen, like big ass Macca's billboard, limited time only, $6. You get fucking double cheeseburger, quarter pound. You buy the whole shop for like $6. I'm like, bang, cheap, easy money, homie. So I pull in the drive-thru and I eat.
Yeah.
Because I'm hungry, and I gotta eat. You know what I mean?
You have to eat.
I gotta eat. But that cheeseburger, the quarter pound, and the Coke, the large chips sets me back fucking weeks now. Even though you think, it might be one day, whatever, but that's fucking, forget about it. But then the devil starts to get in the mind like, yeah, Macca's is all right. Hit the spot. Maybe you don't need to diet as hard. You've worked hard all week.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. You don't need this fucking constant counting calories and
Sacrifice.
fucking this and that. Sacrifice. So the point is here, I've noticed that it's the organisation. I gave myself that opportunity to be able to look for more things. And trust me, when you're hungry and that, the mind goes straight to the biggest, best deal. It goes straight to the most highest reward for that moment.
Quick fix, yeah.
It's like when let's say you're a horny cunt. All right? There's levels to horniness. All right? You fucking about to lose your mind and fucking metaphorically rape something. All right? Could be a couch. Could be a blow-up doll. Okay? There's levels to the game. Your standards go down. Everything goes down. You start fucking. You can't even see properly. Like,
Yeah, you just need that hit.
You need the hit, right? It's chunky time. So the longer it grows, the shitter decisions you make. Right? So you're in that dark period. So the point of what I'm trying to make is, if you're not organised, you're just allowing, and you got to take responsibility. Like, I can palm it off and say, like, yeah, I don't know, I had a long day, but it's not about the long day. I wasn't organised enough. I didn't have my meals ready. So I allowed space for that temptress to come in,
Yeah.
and for me to cheat on my diet.
Well said. Yeah, you're allowing, coming from lack of organisation, you're allowing a lot of room for error.
Forget about it.
That's all it is.
You have to be on your A game. You
have
can't be winging it when you're on a diet here, mate. If you want to succeed, you want to make it easy. Organisation is the key. You know, clarity is king. You want to be fucking really on top of it all.
100%. And it's with anything in life. If you're an electrician, you're not going to work to a job with no tools,
No
ladder.
No. What? All right. What about you?
So
Have you experienced that kind of style? Like,
all the time.
how fucked up is it?
It's the worst. And it always comes back to the same thing. It comes back to not being organised. And when I'm not organised, I mean, I love food. Everyone loves food.
Yeah.
But I love eating, you know.
Eating that ass, man.
Yeah, that too. If I'm not organised, I look back on my life, I've made the worst decisions.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what you said, is that you're going to stay back at work, or, your day's not going to flow, even though we believe our day's going to flow the way we set it out in the morning. It doesn't work like that.
No.
So most of my days don't, back then, when weren't flowing at all. And just, if you're not organised, even if you are organised, it's still another level of skill that you need, that because something comes in front of you, like a hurdle, you've got to adapt to it. So that back in the day was, for me, was like, I had my meals ready.
Yeah.
So all I needed was a microwave. Other times I might be on a site that didn't have a microwave.
Yeah, that's right.
So I got to adapt to that as well.
Correct.
To know in advance where you're going. So I always used to have a stack of protein bars
Hell yeah.
in my backpack.
That's it.
Always. Because that was if everything fails, I've got that to go to.
Bang.
And back in the day, Maxine's protein bars back in the day, 2 of those, not only it'd be filling,
Yeah.
but I'd also get the protein that I needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck
So
yeah.
they're like 20 grams. Yeah, I think it's like 15 grams. Yeah, 15 grams each bar, 30 grams of protein. But not in a protein like I mentioned, I felt full as well. So I skipped over.
Yes.
I dodged the bullet.
You dodged the bullet. You got prepared.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it was like some people aren't organised at all.
No.
Okay. Then you got some people that seem to be organised, and then you got the people that are organised. So
right.
me having those extra protein bars in my bag, I knew they were always topped up. They were there. Okay. That was like being really organised.
Bravo.
Because like I said, I used to go to different sites, and even though I had my meal prepared, it was getting defrosted. I took it out in the morning, getting defrosted during the day, so by lunchtime or smoke out, it'll be ready. But then I'll be like, my supervisor at the time would be like, oh no, we're changing sites for some reason.
Yep.
And I'd leave the site and go to another site, didn't have a microwave.
Ah, shit.
So even though I thought I was prepared, things come up.
There's levels to the game.
Exactly. Now, it's not like that for everybody, because, you're working in an office, you go to the same place every fucking day.
That's it. It's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it could happen for different people for different times, different situations. That's it.
Yeah.
Being organised is like having something prepped and then having something as backup. You always need fucking backup.
Correct. Now, if you work from home and shit, no one gives a fuck, because you can just do what you got to do.
Yeah, sweet. But even then, if you're not organised, you've got a half an hour break.
No, you need to get organised.
That's what I'm saying to you. By the time you go and cook and think like, oh, what should I eat?
Yeah.
No, you're fucked. You have to be organised. It doesn't matter which situation you're in.
100%. You know how you always say, I don't like leaving it to chance. All
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That was a good one.
Exactly.
It's a good thing. And, I'm kind of not a chance kind of person, but I like when things just kind of happen. But you can't do that with everything.
No.
You really gotta stay on top of it.
Yeah. Now, if you're going on a holiday, yeah, sweet. Live the chance, Let things flow. I
Yeah.
get it.
There is
But
a
when
flow,
it comes to your fucking diet, you're not letting anything flow.
Look, you need to get organised.
You have to. There's no other way.
It is better.
First of all, you got to know what you're eating, right? Let's say, for example, sweet. I haven't got anything prepped, okay?
Oh,
And I'm not dieting, okay? I go in the fridge and I see a couple of things together and I make up something in my head and making food is pretty easy. Filling your stomach is easy.
that's it.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about getting what you need.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's another level altogether.
Correct. So this has got to be thought of.
You have to.
If you're looking at your fucking calorie, your macros, like MyFitnessPal, you're like, oh fuck, I've got fucking 1800 calories. I need fucking a meal that has 40 grams of protein on the spot. You're fucking finished.
You're not doing that.
You're finished.
You're not doing that.
But you know what's another cramp thing? It's like when you fuck up on a day that you weren't prepared, it starts a cascade of like other negative things that follow that.
You open the door.
You open the door because what happens is like, for instance, I didn't get my food ready. All right. Now I've got to eat the food. I've had a long day. So I've already punished myself. All right. Already feel the guilt of not sticking to my diet. Then on top of that, to add insult to injury, I've got to get into the positive mind frame of organising the next day after I've been a dumb cunt. All right. So you get slapped like, psh, you're a fucking idiot. But that's why momentum is very powerful. When you're going on a good running streak, or you got shit organised and you got that momentum of like, I'm doing good shit.
Yeah.
I'm in that positive fucking. I'm living like I'm doing positive things. That momentum fucking like hooks you up. It gets you going far. But once you break the momentum, it's harder to start the car than it is to fucking. You're in gear and you're cruising on the freeway. It's one of those...
Guaranteed. When you're going, you're going.
When you're going, you're going. When you fuck up, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like you got to tap into something else to get you back on the horse.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to find this as well when I first started that, let's say I had a fuck up day or that fuck up session, because really, let's say it was for lunch. For some reason, the fucking, opening the door we mentioned, for some reason, mine's like, might as well have a donut too.
Correct.
Even though my mission there was just to get some food into me.
That's right.
The mind starts fucking playing games with me. I can just, big deal. I fucked up here. I might as well not fuck up more. I wasn't thinking that. It was just like, I just ate Macca's. It's not going to hurt another donut. It's all the same shit.
That's right.
Old
habits die hard.
Bad.
Yeah, it slips in there, just bang.
Yeah.
It finds a little space to fucking... It's like
it.
water. My dad used to say it's like water. Water, is the biggest problem, like when you build houses and fucking... In construction, balconies and shit, if you don't waterproof shit properly in bathrooms and that, the water will find that little fucking... The most smallest crack.
Yeah,
and just
drip,
bang.
drip, 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 and see you later.
It's fucking drip, drip, drip. The building's fucked.
That's it.
That little fucking...
Yeah.
Finds the gap, eh?
That's exactly the way it is with the mind.
That's the mind. That's how the devil works. It fucking gets you bang.
It finds the gap, and then you're in a lot of trouble, even though you don't know it at the time.
No.
At the time, it's like it's an innocent thing. Oh, sweet, I had Macca's. I've been great all week.
You know how they say the devil, his greatest trick was convincing motherfuckers that it didn't exist?
Spot on.
You believe that you're making that decision like it's coming from an honest place.
Yeah.
You're really sold. That's fine. You just justify the fuck out of it.
Exactly, because you believe that, you're on ball, you believe that you're disciplined, but, it just happened to be a day that I wasn't organised.
You're almost hypnotised.
That's it.
Why do you think it's harder, like once you fuck up, why is it easy to just go through that, just go on, ride the wave of fucking up? Because
first of all, it's habits. Our default, that would be the default.
Yeah.
It's easy to slip into your default.
Correct.
Because doing a diet or working out is something that you're onboarding.
Yeah, it's unnatural.
Yeah, that's right. You're adding this on to the current programming.
Correct.
Yeah, the default programming is that you're not adding anything, and that's how you were born. But you obviously weren't born like that. But
that's how you were raised.
That's it. Exactly. Spot on.
Correct.
So it's
And-
easy to do the default.
That's right. When you haven't had that practice, we're more susceptible to these negative forces coming in and fucking attacking us.
Guaranteed.
Also, why don't we? All right. But now, obviously, as you go through and you get more experience and you're like high level diet practitioner, so to speak.
You're dialed in.
Yeah, you've done diets. You know what time it is. You know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of things. It's that I don't know what to expect. Once you've done something a million times, like you ride a bike, you're not thinking about I'm going to fucking fall.
No,
You don't need
it's
training
autopilot,
wheels.
Yeah.
It's an autopilot thing. It's easy to say like, oh, now I can be like, if I miss a meal because, I don't know, something comes up, we've got some business to take care of. If I miss a meal, I can be like, sweet, I'll just eat that meal at dinner time when I can control it. I just won't eat.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't have to eat. You got that option.
Yeah.
It's not about, I'm not going to die if I don't eat. All right? As you know, we've done fucking like multiple fasting, multiple day fasting days.
7 days, a week fasting.
Correct.
Just
correct.
fucking water.
That's right. And, just knowing like nothing's going to happen to you. You know what I mean? And because we know the way calories work and it doesn't matter you can eat all your calories in one meal or whatever. You got to get it. You got a mission, you got to stick to it. It's not going to hurt it. You know what I mean? It takes strength to fuck up and correct yourself. Because what happens is when you do a fuck up and then you're like, oh, I need to do the right thing tomorrow. That's when you're coming from a different mindset. You're coming from a high level mindset. You're coming from a judgment mindset. When you look at yourself and say, Ken, I know you fucked up, but look, tomorrow we're going to get back on the horse. We avoid doing that. It's important to say this because that's why we fuck up and then we open the floodgates. Because if you have to start looking at yourself from a higher position, you start judging yourself. And you have to confront and you have to be accountable to yourself.
Of course.
Because the person that's saying, I'm going to keep eating donuts and shit is a different person to the person saying, all right, look, we know you fucked up, but now tomorrow, let's make it right. It comes from a different point. And that actually, when you're not used to it at the start, it hurts. We judge ourselves. We say, oh, you're a malaka or you're a dabka.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Because it's easy to, it's easy to fuck up and just keep fucking up.
Look,
there's a reason why we can't snap back into action.
Yeah, look, yes, there's a lot of things here. First of all is you got to test your limits. You got to know what you can withstand. Like a lot of people have got the belief that if I don't eat breakfast, I'm ruined. I'm going to be starving the whole day and I'm going to have problems. I can't function, which is a fucking lie.
Correct.
Okay? They haven't tested their limits.
No.
Like you mentioned before, we had a 7-day fast, just water. Like, if you tell that to anybody, it'd be like, you're insane.
You're insane. You're going to die.
I can't believe you're not dead.
You're correct.
Sweet. But it's knowing what you don't know, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with people. They haven't really put themselves in an uncomfortable position.
Correct.
They haven't tested the water. They haven't been serious about this particular thing we're talking about.
That's right. That's
Okay?
right. The
And
skill of dieting.
That's it. That's right. Of
The
losing
skill.
weight, all that,
That's it.
Being in shape, because it's different forms, different variables. There's different ways to do it. Like, we've been interested in that from young.
That's it.
Like, what can my body do? How can I get around this? How can I do this? And anything we do, really.
How can I control myself?
Exactly. So one thing is that,
Yeah.
testing your limits, knowing your limits.
Correct.
Can I do this?
That's it.
Then also is that, being organised, as I mentioned before, but, having the skill of being organised.
Yes.
And then after that, you get to that higher level that, I'm not perfect, that there is times that I can just have some, I'm busy or have Maccas, all right, for example, or I could just be busy and I'm not going to eat because I don't want to fuck up my program and I'll have a bigger meal later on at night.
That's how I justify not eating.
Yeah.
I don't want to get full.
Yeah.
Like, how many nights I haven't eaten and then I'm like, fuck, I can't even finish the food that I'm eating. And then I'm like, yes, at least I go to bed fucking full.
That's it, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And once you get to this level, I'm saying it doesn't matter which way you attack it, you're already the person that knows that say no thing. Yeah, sweet. I had to go to a meeting and I didn't have time to have my usual meal. Sweet. I'm going to adapt. And you already know how you're going to adapt because it's second nature now.
Yes.
That's it. You don't have to work it out. You don't have to think, oh my God, I'm fucked. You don't have to think about which, move to make. You just know. You know how it works. That's it.
That's right. But I also think that when you're dieting, you get a first-hand look at our decisions, how it can fuck us up. All right. So to make the decision, like I know the cost of if I make this decision and eat this fucking shit food, what it means, what the penalty is.
Correct.
And there's only so many times you can punish yourself. And I know when I'm doing it, I'm like, it feels good in the moment, but it's like, nah, it's not worth like you're fucking shit up there.
Yeah.
And that's with that accountability. And who would know that just dieting does all these fucking things for you? It teaches you accountability. It knows that, mate, if I'm not organised now, I'm going to pay for it then. But it's not easy at the start. It's not easy at the start. But either is speaking Chinese.
Exactly. Yeah, like I say, if you haven't lived it, you don't know about it.
Correct.
And that comes with dieting problems, people's problems. You haven't lived it, you haven't gone. If you haven't walked a mile in someone's shoes, you don't know.
It's experience, man.
That's it. So, yeah, dieting can teach you so much. Like it has for us.
Correct.
And it's the level. You just got to know that I'm capable of doing this. I can do it. And just to top it off as well, that little innocent thought is not fucking innocent.
No.
It's just a donut. And as you mentioned, you don't know the cost.
Correct.
It's just a donut. It's an innocent little thing. But yeah, it may be for the body. The body's clever. The body can recover. Yeah, sweet. You're going to have a donut. It's not the end of the world for the body.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be anything.
Yeah, the body's like, oh my God, I've just gained 10 kilos.
Correct.
Or pounds. The problem is here, which comes with the awareness, okay?
Yeah.
Is that the damage is doing mentally.
Correct.
That's where the fucking problem is. It's not the fucking, I just gained 3 kilos.
It's the cave-in.
That's it. It's that I'm giving myself the green light in here that, it's not that bad. I can do it every so often. That's it. That's where the problem lies.
It's weak. That's what it represents. Why do you think fat cunts are like usually weak cunts?
Of course. But I'm just saying that it's the mental problem that's going to be the problem later on. That's the biggest enemy.
Mate, it's all about the mindset, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the mental game.
Yeah, so, it's not, look, you've got to go through it to understand it. And I believe everyone should go through it. Everyone should be looking at themselves in the mirror and say, look, I can do better.
That's it.
That's it. I can do better. I can do better doesn't mean I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
We said it heaps of times. Just, are you getting up in the morning? Do you feel like you've got a bit more energy? Are you happy with what you see in the mirror?
Correct.
That's it. Can I be better? That's it. Can you ask yourself that question? Can I look better?
That's right.
That's it. See what the answer is.
Yeah, that's right. Like, I want everyone to get in their head that the goal here is get from 0 to 1, not 0 to 100. All right? Because everyone can improve. And the way you look at it is if you think, can I get a little bit better? It's so much more easier to comprehend in your mind, obviously, than going from 0 to Arnold Schwarzenegger or going to, I'm broke, I need to be a millionaire. Yeah. Like, how about broke? How about get $1?
First of all, there's no expectation. When we're talking away, we're not going from 0 to hero. That's expectation. Correct. I have to look like this.
Correct.
But when you're asking yourself what we just said, that can I do better? There's no expectation at all. That's just like, hey, I can.
Can I do slightly better?
That's it.
Because the point of the exercise is, first of all, mentally, you feel like you've got a chance. All right, the task doesn't seem too big. And really, what you don't know is that getting from 0 to 1 is the same as getting to 1 to 100. It's the same tactic. Just in your mind, the goal's smaller. But 0 to 1 is like 100% increase in progression or growth.
Yeah,
It's 100% increase.
it is. Yeah, it's not just a little one step.
No, it's huge.
It's massive.
That small fundamental thing that we speak about, that small step is that's the magic right there. It's like, I said this before, the white belt and the black belt is the same, but the black belt's done the white belt shit, a million more times. Yeah, correct. It's done it so much more, but it's the same shit.
Same stuff. Same moves, same everything, just over a longer period of time.
That's it. They're better at that.
Yeah.
And that's the key here.
Yeah. But some people believe that they can't get the body they want.
Yeah.
You had a friend who had this kind of issue.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
And everyone's got this issue, really. There is a belief that people can't achieve this.
Correct. You know how we do sometimes. Like if I speak to somebody, I like putting these motherfuckers on the spot. You know what I mean? So I ask them certain things because I know, we know what limited thinking looks like. We know what that pessimistic thinking looks like. It's fucking shit. All right. When someone says to you like, because this is our life. Yeah, we're working out, we're growing. This is what we're interested in. So it always pops out. I look at everyone from that lens. So I'm talking to this guy and he's like, I go, you working out tonight? All right. It's like, we'll see. Yeah, I might go to the gym or something. I'm like, what do you mean we'll see? What are you winging it? Like, we'll see. And then I was digging in. He goes, yeah, I'm waiting for my mate. In fact, he was saying whoppers. He was saying fucking ridiculous. I'm waiting for my mate to come and he can really push me. I'm like, fuck, what if your mate dies today? What's going to happen?
Well, he's finished.
You know what I mean? So he's waiting for his mate. Cool. I go to him. Hold on. What kind of body do you want? He goes, hey, look, I think I like... He didn't say The Rock. He said some cunt, all right? Let's pretend fucking... Wesley Snipes, all right, in Blade. All right? I want like that body. I go, sweet. Why can't you get it? He's like... I don't know. It's going to take the... you got to have the genetics. Like, it's going to take this too much time, blah, 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 blah. I go, but wait. Are we saying that you don't have the physical capabilities of doing it? And he's like, he's fucking getting squirmy. He's fucking moving around like a damn cunt. He goes, all right, relax. He goes, I'm lazy. I go, what do you mean? I go, oh, you're lazy now. I go, so it is possible. He goes, I'm lazy. I can't be fucked. He goes, but when, back in the day, I was going with my friends when I was like single, this and that, very single talk. When I was single, like I was working out, like my arms got bigger. Whoever know if that happened, but he felt better. Like when he was talking, he was like, my arms got bigger. He used to be tight in t-shirts and this and that. So his whole body language changed. I'm like, oh, so you've done this before? Yeah, I've done it before. I go, and you like that? Yes, I like that. And what happened? I got a missus, blah, 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 blah. So the point is, he had this whole story. He's trying to argue a point that he's not really sold to. And that's why I kept on pushing, because I know there is no reason to justify why you can't get what you want. There's no reason at all. So as soon as someone comes to me with some sort of limiting belief, I know they're fucking talking shit. And in this case, he came out with the goods. But it's just funny. It's just funny. People like, when you speak to people who don't know what the fuck's going on, it just, there's levels to the game. You know that they're trapped in some sort of fucking, matrix, all right, of ignorance. Matrix of ignorance. And it just looks fucked. So, poor cunt. But getting around that now, he has to kind of build up a whole thing. He has to think like, all right, why did I stop that? Oh, I've got a missus. Why is the missus one of the main things? So he admits, so these people admit that they're lazy, admit that it's the missus of doing stuff now. All right, it's got a little fucking, it's got a little, like it looks like he's pregnant. Why do we settle? Do we settle because, so we spoke about limited thinking. It's not really limited thinking. Limited thinking is the excuse in this case. Because you're saying I can't, like there's something wrong with him, like he can't attain certain things.
Yeah, the more you're pointing, the more you're poking him, the more you're going to get out of it. Obviously. So
Correct.
first of all, always comes down to awareness. Like he was to start off with the conversation. He wasn't aware why this is a thing. Because the more you poked, then you're like, oh yeah, I've done this before, and there's so many different levels here from the one conversation.
You know what I mean?
So the more poking, the more deeper he gets.
That's right.
So, yeah, the missus. There's a lot of things. The missus is just another excuse that I've got. Before I was single, I had more time to work out. Okay? I had all this time.
Correct.
I was free. It was just me.
That's right.
I make my own decisions. Then the missus came along. There's another moving part now into the machine. So I've got to make room for this.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that your missus could be, she's not demanding. I'm not saying that, she's not it's not going to be smooth like it was when you're on your own, obviously. But you got to adapt to this. Now, first of all, if he was working out, like he claims that he was,
Yeah.
which we believe it wasn't, and that was the thing he liked doing, there is no reason why when he got a missus, he would stop doing that.
I reckon he did like it.
But was he committed to it? Like, was a part of him, like, I do this, like, we do this.
No, I think his reasoning for doing it originally was coming from a superficial place. He
Sorry.
doesn't understand the value of it.
But that's what I'm saying. That he didn't embody that, I'm going to work. He didn't leave his job when he met his missus, right?
No.
That's what I'm saying to you.
No,
but why not?
Because it's the value he's put it on his little value ladder.
That's what I'm saying to you. Yeah.
Yeah, the value of training was a season of I'm single, I need to look good.
That's it.
That's where it plays its role.
Exactly. That's where it comes with the missus.
He lacks the awareness.
That's
the
it.
missus is another important thing.
Yeah. So I was in training. Working out was in training. Okay. And then he got the missus. He achieved the goal.
That's right.
And I don't need to train anymore. I don't need to look good anymore because I've got somebody.
Correct.
And a lot of people fall into this specific trap. Because on the flip side, let's say they divorce, you reckon they're sitting on the couch doing fuck all?
No, they're
Fuck
getting back into shape.
Why? Because they need to impress somebody. They need to look good.
Yes.
But
But
when
he
they
might
cheat-
even like it.
Sorry?
He might even like the training deep down.
Possibly. Yeah,
But
possibly.
but what he likes gets a back seat, because from what I've been speaking to certain people about, they're prioritizing this expectation of what needs to be done, these social expectations about what time you're allowed to give yourself, all right, is downloaded there from the fucking ether. Okay, he had an expectation that the missus takes precedence over what he wants. Like, I need to make room for this. The missus is important. What comes with the missus? Sex, hanging out. It's a full. The missus. It's a full thing. Yeah,
It is.
It's like you just bought a business.
Yeah.
So something has to get cut from the thing.
Yeah, it takes time away from you, obviously.
It takes time away. Now, something has to get cut, and the thing that we put under the banner of superficial, I need to look good for dating. All right, even though we might also like it, could be like akin to a video game.
Yeah.
Like, I like playing video games because I just enjoy it. All right, that's gonna get cut off the fucking roster, straight cut.
Guaranteed.
Because this other thing, there's an expectation of like, hold on, I need you. They don't really know where to put themselves. I believe he's one of those guys who, many of us are like that where we get a woman and we're like a waiter or like a valet parking. We're waiting just in case they need something, and we're making ourselves available for that. Rather than, sweet, doesn't have to be, you don't have to wait on someone's beck and call for whenever they want. You don't have to be available to them. I think too much availability, to get like a little bit of a sidetrack, too much availability. Like, once my ex-missus goes to me there, you're too available. too available. All right? And I'm still thinking about that. I'm like, too available. Now, she could be confused. All right? Not to sidetrack, but availability, rarity of the man. All right? Like, oh, I don't always have this guy's time. People can complain about that, or they can be like, yeah, I don't have this guy's time. It's more like valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's, he's hard to get.
Yeah, they cherish the time they have with you because they don't get as much of it.
Yes, but obviously if we turn it inside out and, you know, the woman could be like, you know, you're not spending time with me, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there's hurdles to go through before you get to that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's
a big anyway.
Yeah, look, it is prioritizing. Okay? That's a big one.
It's prioritizing through ignorance.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Of course. Now, yeah, we just got to be true to us of what matters to us. That's all it is. It's not a secret here. Like, why is your missus down with you going to work? Why is she also down with you? If you're doing some overtime and you bring some cash in, she's down with you. You know what I mean?
All right, why is it?
It's because it adds to them. You working out only adds to you.
Yes. And conventional wisdom states,
yeah, the guy should be fucking working, bring in some cash, and the more he does for his family, the better he is and they are.
and most of the world thinks like this.
Of course.
And I had this convo with someone the other day, which you know quite well.
Yes.
And he was trying to say, everybody in the world, like most people, live like this. They go to work, you know, they provide for their family, they hang out with their family, you know, they get older, they get fat, they neglect themselves. I'm like, yeah, sweet. So what does that mean? Because everyone does it, it must be right. Okay, everyone's fucking cooked. Everyone's fucking, you know, trapped in the fucking matrix of ignorance. They're fucking finished.
Guaranteed.
The whole fucking hypnosis thing going on here is everyone's doing the same thing, and the only reason they're justifying what the fuck they do is because they know their neighbour's doing exactly the same thing.
Sweet.
That's why it's fucked up.
Yeah, but it's even more fucked up that you have to compare yourself to that. Like, sweet, because everyone's doing it doesn't mean you got to do it.
Yeah, I'm comparing with the other dumb cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, so I admit that we're both dumb cunts.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, as long as everyone else is a dumb cunt, I'm not a dumb cunt.
Yeah.
In a world of dumb cunts, we're normal.
Yeah, sweet. But in the world of dumb cunts, we can be a dumb cunt as well because that's everyone else is as well.
Yeah, but you don't know if you're
No,
surrounded.
obviously not.
This is the whole thing.
Obviously not.
And that's where we come in.
Because they're playing at that game doesn't mean you got to play in that game as well.
Correct. But I'm always speaking to this person, all right? And I'm like, why are you always, like, let's say I want to be the best chess player. I'm not saying, I'm better than my neighbor. I want to be the best. So I have to look at the best. But the ego serves us to see how we're doing amongst the common folk. The common folk. All right, so we can feel nice and cozy.
Yeah.
All right, it's fucked.
We've got one leg up.
Oh, everybody else is doing this. Yeah, everybody else is a dumb cunt.
Yeah.
Everybody else is dumb. Yes, they're all dumb. All right. Why do you think less people are successful? Because it takes a certain individual. Why do you think it's so hard to diet? Because it takes a certain fucking individual. It's not a given that you have discipline straight out the fucking womb, you fucking dumb cunt.
Correct. Well put.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, 100%. Like, we don't know what we don't know.
Correct.
That's all it is.
Correct.
And yeah, you shouldn't be comparing yourself with fucking the next door neighbour. If you know something's good for you, you just fucking go do it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, yeah.
It's mass hypnosis.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is. But yeah, can people get what they want? Yeah, they fucking can. But it requires effort.
Yeah.
That's it. Like anything else.
Correct. Yeah. I'm interested in those justifications. I'm interested in where do they see that this is okay? You know what I mean? And
yeah, well, first of all, they bounce it off their circle. The missus, their mate, you know, and they get these ticks, they get these little approvals.
They get these little approvals.
Yeah, like, hey, what do you think about dieting, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I used to do that back in the day, mate. You know?
Correct.
But yeah, now, mate, with the kids and that, got no time. Fuck, he's like me. Yeah, that's so true. That's it. Tick.
Yeah. This is the mindset. This is the mindset of people. Everyone just wants to make the cut. No, cut. I wouldn't call that a fucking cut today. Everyone just wants to make the cut of like, I'm
Not dying.
not dying. You know, everyone else is also living like this. All right, so no one can say anything because I give a fuck about what people think. It's all these fucking people pleaser cunts as well. Yeah,
100%.
it's all like, you know, we're not. It's not natural to stand out. You know what I mean? We're scared to stand out because you stand out. You know, back in the day, maybe in the tribe days, you might get cut. Like, we're fucking tribes that wear the bone through the nose. If you're like, I don't really,
It's not comfortable.
My snots are fucking getting caught in the bone. And be like, maybe you're not down with what we're down with.
Yeah.
All right, and fuck you.
Yeah.
We're very tribal human beings.
We are.
We're straight tribal.
Yeah, we're trying to fit in.
That's the whole point. And it's interesting because I'm like, limited thinking. It's like there's limited thinking. I can't do this. But the only reason why you think you can't do it because it serves these other limited thinking, for lack of a better word, or ignorant values.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get the body I want.
Insecurities. It is.
I'll never be that good.
Yeah.
Plus, I know that it might rock the boat with my missus, might not as well. We just assume we expect that. And there's all these things that ties into.
Plus, I got to sacrifice. As you said before, I've got to sacrifice from, we said about spending time with the missus, but it could be a sacrifice from you. Let's say you also like playing video games, you know, or you also like doing other things that don't really require effort.
Correct.
You know, so you got to. It's going to take away from that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to move. A lot of people don't want to move.
Correct.
Because they're convinced that they go to these jobs, they've worked all day, they're tired, and they come home and they're tired. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything that requires more effort. But I can play video games.
Of course, because
I can talk on the phone with my mates. I can do all these other things.
That's right.
Multiple of these things.
Correct.
Because they don't require physical effort.
No.
But anything got to do with physical effort is definitely a no.
Correct.
And I'm not talking about. I'm talking about also not taking out the trash.
No.
Not helping cook. What are we eating? They're not even cooking for them. Don't worry about cooking something healthy and protein and all that bullshit. Okay, we're not cooking anything.
Yeah, that's just straight fucking laziness.
You know what I mean? There's fucking Uber, whatever. That's it. No physical activity. Zero.
That's dropkick.
That's it.
That's dropkick.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, that's existing. Like, I'm existing to...
You're existing to work for the man.
You're pretty much you can almost be a pet.
Yeah.
You getting fed?
Yeah, but all your energy is summed up and put to use only for work. Because that work...
It's taking it out.
Gives you money.
That's
it. That's the exchange.
Yeah.
I'm giving all this effort. I'm summing up all this effort that I've got.
Correct.
For this specific thing that gives me something.
That's right.
But everything else, I'm not going to give any effort because I could do without effort.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct. Yeah, that's it.
And that's a fucking dark place to be.
That's dark, eh? All this shit's dark.
Yeah. And this person, they're not going to move, mate. And I've been in this position.
Yeah. Busted.
Like, I've been in a position that I'm mentally tired, I'm physically tired, and I can't be fucked. That's it. I'm just being honest.
You don't want to have another. You don't want to think another thought.
That's it.
I know exactly.
I want to be fucking just left alone. I don't want my balls broken. I want to sit back and just fucking watch something that I enjoy. Very dopamine.
Very dope. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very not much thinking.
Yeah, that's right. But it's giving me this feeling that I'm relaxing. Put my feet up, have something fucking naughty to eat, you know what I mean?
That's it, leave me alone, fuck
Pizza, fucking, and leave me alone. It's leave me alone.
It's gonna get fucked.
That's it. And sweet. The problem there is, obviously the deeper problem is that it's fucking almost impossible to get out of.
Correct.
That's the fucking problem.
Correct.
Yeah, you could do it, but the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit, okay? And then it's part of your fucking personality. It's a part of who you are.
Yeah.
I come home after work, after a hard day, and I'm fucking kicking back.
Yeah, being a sad cunt or a drop kick is a skill.
100%. It
So-
requires effort.
That's right. The deeper the better you practice that skill, you become a high level drop kick cunt.
That's it.
Everything is a skill. You do some pattern for so long,
Yeah.
forget about it today.
Yeah. Everything requires some kind of effort.
That's right. Like, don't get it twisted. People are like dogs. You teach these people something, they're going to learn like a dog. You know, you jump, skip, fuck, or whatever you want to call it. People learn exactly the same. And we're not more evolved. We are more evolved than animals, but we're also not.
100%.
Depends on your awareness level.
Guaranteed.
If you're coming home, if you're, being this person that we're describing now, this lazy cunt, you're coming home, you're just like, oh, I don't want to hear nothing. Work was too much for me. And we can do a whole nother fucking podcast on why you're even in that position.
Of course.
And we justify that we need a rest. We need to just do nothing and we deserve this certain thing. We deserve to fuck ourselves up.
Yeah.
Or to put ourselves in more of a hole.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother...
Forget about it.
It's a whole nother
It's a
thing.
rabbit hole, that one.
It's rabbit hole town.
But that's the thing. If people change their mindset and it doesn't matter if you're feeling shit the next day for work.
Yeah.
You might have a couple of days off, sweet. But in general, you're going to this fucking job.
Yep.
Because like I said, it's giving you something. It's giving you something of value. And that's fucking cash to do all this other shit. Without this job, okay, you don't get cash, you don't get other shit. So in your mind, it's like it's clear. So all people need to do, which is quite fucking simple, is put a value on this other stuff you need to do, which is working out, getting the body that I want. If you put value on it, then you'll do it easily. You'll do it more easily.
100%.
And that's a problem. They don't put value on it.
They don't know the value.
Exactly, yeah, that's it.
It's the ignorance.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
Yeah. But putting the value on first will get you to the place that you know why it's valuable.
Correct.
You need to put the value on first. Like, fuck, I need to work out because it helps with my, heart or whatever. You know what I mean? I need to go for a walk.
That's right.
Whatever it might be, That's the value to start. Then later on, when you get into it and start keep on walking because you have to, that's what you said in your mind, then you'll think, fuck, I just feel better. I do. All these other things will come out, and that's when you really know why you're doing it. That's where the true value lies.
Fucking hell, you got to walk the path.
That's
you
it.
got to walk the faithful
Yeah,
path.
that's it.
Just one thing to add before we
Yeah.
pivot. Isn't it funny that the more ignorant you are, the more trapped in the matrix of ignorance you are, the more materialistic you are.
For sure. That's when you're fucking on autopilot completely.
That's when you believe that physical, everything is just...
Yeah, you are that.
You are that.
That's it.
The only thing that it measures is just straight physical.
Guaranteed.
The more awareness that you get, the less materialistic you are.
Yeah. Because as you said before, correct.
You know what I mean?
If everyone's plugged into the same game, I won't say matrix, but game,
You're a dickhead.
you know what I mean? Right? That's the ignorance, right? And all these people are doing the same thing. They're going after materialistic stuff to fill the hole, to fill, the void.
They're playing the rules of that game.
That's right, exactly. And that's where the ignorance is. You're playing with the ignorant people.
Correct.
Of course, that's what it is. You're going to go to that first.
Yeah, your mindset, your outlook, your perception is... You're not taking even into consideration that there's some other way to think or feel or anything.
Nothing. It's just straight autopilot. You're not aware.
Correct. It's straight accounting and it's straight numbers and fucking zeros and everything.
Yeah, that's it. Look, what's that movie? The Truman Show.
Oh, yeah, your favourite movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
The Truman Show. That's it. It's because not aware.
No, he's not aware.
That's it.
He's not aware. He's ignorant.
That's it. Spot on. But in ignorance, in this...
But then he gets aware.
Yeah, that's right. But in this reality, it's understandable that the only thing that can bring you joy is materialistic stuff. Oh, when I bought this car, made me feel better. And when I did this, made me feel better. They're not aware that I can make myself feel better with nothing.
Correct. Yeah, well, that's the key thing you said, which is another tangent, but, might have to leave it, but I'll just drop it there.
Yeah.
Making yourself feel better, all right, is different to feeling good. That's what you're just saying.
It's a big difference.
Awareness, awareness is, I can have the donut. I could just be like, oh, fuck, just leave me alone. I just want to feel better. But the awareness is, I don't need that physical to make me feel better about myself. And in this equation, people who are ignorant and stuck in materialism, they don't look at life as in, how do I feel better about myself? Because it doesn't come in on a book, or it's not on a physical plane. This thing doesn't exist, pretty much. Could be made up.
100%.
Oh, I feel better about myself. Yeah. What do you have to do to get that? That doesn't exist. The ego doesn't allow us to see that that's a thing, because if it allows you to see, then you know how to escape the ego. You know how to control the ego. The higher self comes from a perspective of that. How do I feel better about myself? Not what do I need to feel good?
Yeah.
What do I need to feel good? As if I need something.
Guaranteed.
Because feeling better about yourself comes from in here. It's a perspective. It's a way you see things. It's an immaterial fucking thing, homie.
The higher self, or let's say, the higher self knows. It's infinite, it knows everything, right? Yeah. But our awareness, when we connect to the higher self, we know that the game that the ego is playing is rigged.
Yeah.
When you get to this level, you know that the game is rigged. When you're ignorant, you don't even know you're in a game anyway. Okay?
No.
So what I mean by it's rigged is that the ego rigs these I want some, because it's temporarily. You're going to get this donut to make me feel better, okay, for 2 seconds. And then the reason why it's rigged, because it's always going to get you chasing things. Let's say the donut, for example, made you feel good fucker forever.
Yeah.
you wouldn't need anything else.
No.
You're always feeling good.
Correct.
But you always need things to make you feel good, because they don't last.
Yeah.
I need to feel good. And what you're saying, which is correct.
But also they come from the outside. They don't come from
That's right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's a link.
That's right. That's why it's rigged.
Yeah.
That these things, you're always going to be chasing something that's outside you to fill your cup.
That's right. That's the game you're in.
That's the game you're in.
That's the ignorance game.
But when you're connected to the higher self and you know that you can give this to yourself, the feeling that I'm enough, or the feeling that I feel good, lasts for a very long time until you change it.
Correct.
That's it.
Sweet. But that kind of a game is played where? That's right.
You know what I mean?
Mate.
I meant inside.
That's
Just
right.
put words to it.
No, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
Correct. In here and in the...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bravo.
Yeah,
bravo.
inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's all these parallels between the dark and the light, and the shit and the good, and the higher and the lower, and the need to charge the battery for the laptop, homie.
That's it. Look, it happens inside you, and that's it. You don't have to look outside for anything.
Bravo.
You know? So,
but it's interesting, huh? The matrix of...
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, go.
But so people are also delusional.
Yes, bravo.
And have got a limiting belief about age. So there's a conventional wisdom going on that, if you're above 30 years old, you can't lose weight.
Yeah.
Or you're limited to a lot of other things.
You can't do a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Which is a fucking lie.
It's a lie. It's a motherfucking lie, homie.
It's fucking a lie.
Age ain't nothing but a number. Aaliyah said it.
Mate. So, yeah.
All right. So limited thinking when it comes to age and how old you are, and
because that's another thing they're going to use as an excuse. One's the girlfriend is the excuse.
Yes.
Yeah. One's, I work too much. Sweet. There is going to be one that I'm too old.
I'm too old.
I'm not like I was 18 when I was 18. Sweet, when you're 18, what were you? You're the same that you are now.
Correct.
You weren't fucking Mr. Universe at 18.
Yeah. I'm not like, I'm too old. I don't like when people buy into age.
I hate that.
I hate those age cunts. I hate hearing like, sometimes I hear from like cunts in their 20s like, when you hear someone from their 20s say back in the day, it's fucking headbutt. It's straight headbutt.
Mate,
It's
back in the day,
when you were fucking watching fucking Pokemon.
yeah, back in the day is fuck. If you get caught up in back in the day conversations, you know that fucking person and doing fucking shit now.
Correct.
Back in the day,
Now, when I say back in the day, I mean like, years ago.
obviously, but not when they're saying back in the day. I used to be, I was better at this.
Yeah, but I'm 40. I'm allowed to say in my 20s. That's 20 years ago. Swear
That's
to
it.
no problem. I've earned that right. But I never understood how, there's like, when you hear old people talk, why do they talk old? And I'm thinking like, were these people young once? Were they talking like grannies and grandfathers like when they were young?
Were they born
Old
70 years
cunts?
old?
you know what I mean? Bravo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I don't know. Some people get old.
Yeah, but some people get old when they're young. You know those cunts? They're 20 years old. They don't act like they're fucking 80.
Yeah, like I've been around the block.
Yeah, I'm the man of wisdom.
You're not the man of wisdom, man.
Like, take it easy. You're not. Take it easy.
Yeah,
They even dress like older people.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, like
They dress like their fucking grandfathers.
yeah. You know how we fuck around. I fuck around.
Obviously.
I do funny shit. So yeah, my ex-missus is like, "Are you gonna be like that until you're 80?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah! I'm not gonna get old. The fuck out of here. What does old mean? I'm gonna be like, oh, doll,
Yeah.
fucking, I don't know, go down in the fucking swap meet or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
they
you
go.
gotta fit this certain criteria.
You're like, I've got to act my age. I've got to get older.
Yeah,
So that means I've got to start fucking doing crosswords and shit.
that's it.
Why do I have to do crosswords?
That's it.
How about just fucking be me and I'm going to be like this forever?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get more wiser.
Obviously.
All right, let's hope so.
Obviously.
I'm going to get more wiser, but I don't have to be like I'm fucking 1 foot in the coffin. Like, pretty much if I stand still long enough and I've got dust on my face and cobwebs. Like, why do I have to be cobwebs there?
You don't. You don't.
Why does the attitude change? I can't understand that.
Yeah, because they're stuck in this program that this is how you're meant to be.
This
That's
is this is another social construct. This is how it is when you get to this.
That's it.
I'm married now. I'm a grandfather. Let's say in 20 years, all right. Your daughter gets married, has a kid. All right, you're gonna be a grandfather. All right. What does that mean?
Doesn't mean anything.
You know what I mean? What do you have to be like? Here you go with your fucking $2.
Am I going to change my tone of voice?
You got to change your tone of voice.
Am I going to change the way I walk?
You're gonna be a different example because you're at that.
100%.
Some people are like, oh, I'm too young to be a grandfather. Like,
Yeah. Take it,
what the fuck does that mean, man? Who do you have to be now?
take it easy. Yeah.
You have to be somebody else.
You have to be someone else. You cannot be like the way you were yesterday.
I feel like my old man's a good example of this. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like my old man's pretty much the same person he's always been ever since
Yeah.
I've known him.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Now, why is that? I don't know. But I feel like he stayed young or stayed the same.
Yeah, beliefs, values, obviously.
Like when he was 10, he was just a mature cunt.
He's not going with the crowd.
He's not going with any crowd.
No.
He's not trying to blend in.
No.
Now, once I was fucking around with him, I go, this was how long ago? This might have been like 15 years ago, all right? Let's say it was like 60. I go, what did you have maybe it was 65. I go, why don't you have another kid today? I go, cunts are doing it all over the place. There's a lot of older men, having finding like some Thai woman or whatever, and they're having kids, all right, in their 60s. I go, why don't you have a kid? He thought it was the fucking most ridiculous thing he's ever said today. He was like looking at me like, how could you?
Yeah.
Like, aren't you embarrassed that you
He was
brought that
offended.
up? He was offended, man. He was offended, like, mate. He was like,
Me?
all he was saying is, me at my age, I'm going to have a kid. That's all he was saying. He wasn't saying why it's cramped. He wasn't saying why it's like not good. He was just saying doesn't go.
Yeah, can't. There's no possibility.
Nah, how am I going to do that?
Yeah, he's ruled it out completely. Doors closed. It's gone.
First of all, it's very, how does it look? Like I'm going to be going around like, I've got a baby. Like, how am I, this, elder statesman, going to be walking around telling us like, yes, I've got a son.
Yeah, I had sex.
Changing nappies, yeah, I had sex, yeah.
Yeah,
It was fucking weird.
mate.
And I was like, take it easy there.
It is very weird.
He thought it was like, but he was fucking buttoning up his collar.
Could have been a sin.
Sin. Something just...
Yeah, it's
It was,
not
it was,
right.
it was, it was, it was
his
looked
mind.
down upon.
Yeah.
It was frowned upon.
It was frowned upon.
It was like lower. It was no. It's not high level. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, it
But-
wasn't a moral thing. Just
Yeah,
like,
but people are sold in this
age.
this version of when you get to this certain age, what it looks like. It could be like, and there's different kind of ages as well. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm old.
Fuck.
You got to look at a certain amount, a certain way in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever.
Correct.
Maybe from 60 and on, it's all the same. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But anything before that, every decade, you got to be a certain person.
Correct.
You got to act a certain way.
Correct. Yeah. It's all this limited. It's part of that another conventional wisdom. We're absorbing what we think is supposed to happen at certain times. It's a stage in the game of ignorance. All right. It's a stage that now we're 50. We're in another stage. This is what 50-year-olds do.
Yeah, because we're all trying to fit in.
Yeah, and who knows? Your friends are probably getting like, the backs that start hurting and fucking.
Fuck.
But now, if you're one of these 30-year-old cunts that were originally,
Speaking about,
I don't know if that's what the main target is. The 30s.
it's the 30s.
All right. If you're one of those 30-year-old cunts, all right. First of all, you're a fucking idiot.
First of all, before you come in,
No, that's right.
there's a belief that from 30 and on, that's it, you're old.
You're old. Yeah. Like, even like with like testosterone, steroids and that, people are getting onto these things sooner. They think that they need certain things. They think that age is like really a thing. Now,
Yeah.
age is a thing to certain things when it comes to physicality. All right, if you want to be an athlete in your prime, you're going to be better at 30 than you were at 50.
Yeah.
All right, that's a
Obviously.
thing.
You're not going to be an Olympic athlete at 80.
But for normal people who want to get the best out of their lives and get the best out of themselves and grow constantly and just get better in general, man. Like your body's, you can still lose weight. Do you lose muscle mass over a certain age period and fucking it starts to go down, this and that? Yeah.
Sweet.
But there's something called working out and slowing that process. All right. The question is, the thing here is like, yes, age can be a limiting factor, but it's not the be all and end all.
Yeah, it plays some kind of a role, but
No.
it's fucking almost zero.
It is zero.
It's very low.
Yeah.
It's not zero, it's very low.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is like, maybe it's harder to put on muscle when you're 80 than it is when you're 30.
Sweet. But as
right.
far as losing weight,
No, but even with that,
yeah,
different harder, different can't happen.
exactly.
Now, putting a little bit of extra effort, big fucking deal. Like, take it easy.
Yes, sir, that's
like, even if there's a 1% chance, for me, you're in the game.
Guaranteed.
And I know a lot of people think that I'm not going to, and this is what it comes down to. I know a lot of fucking cunts who think like this. If there's not a good chance, I might as well not do it. All right? People love hedging their bets.
Bad.
All right? But, sweet, if you're basing your chance off what every other dumb cunt's doing, then obviously the percentages are going to be low. If I say, if I base my chances off who's done it, because I look at everything about it, can a man in this fucking earth do this thing I'm trying to do? One cunt can, all right? Even if
There's a chance.
yeah, even if like no one's ever done it, I'll get fucking high off thinking about things that like, fuck, it's never been done before.
Yeah, we should try.
But that's the way my mind
course.
works. I'm like, yes, I love that. I'm not like, it's never been done before, close it off the fucking list of things to do. No, I'm not going to do that. Why has it never been done? Oh, because All the drop kicks have never tried before. All the cunts with no discipline have never made an effort. But I'm not going to base my life off the average folk, the common folk.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, and I think that's the problem with the 30s. It's catching on to these. You know, I'm in my 30s. I can't do it because Bob next door is also a fucking idiot, and he can't do it either.
100%.
True, though.
It's conventional wisdom around it, obviously.
Yeah.
The general people, and they look, at the end of the day,
It's
as
general
sort of
people.
as well, that the ego takes bits and pieces from your life to make up the reason why you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
It could be like one could be like a bit of a combination of Bob's not doing it because he's 31. You know what I mean? I just turned 30.
Yeah.
All right. Then there's a bit of a mix up of a percentage of that. I heard it sometime in fucking school that when you turn 30, your body changes. Then there's a percentage of like, I watched a movie and he was 35, the actor was 35 and he was fucked. So there's a combination of things, okay, that make my decision.
I'm starting to think, if it's not clear, that all limited thinking is really coming from not standing out in the tribe. All limited thinking is coming down to how do I feel comfortable amongst my everyday people I hang around with.
That's what it is.
I think that's where everything's...
That's it.
I
They're all assumptions.
I didn't think it was that shallow. No, I didn't think. I didn't know it was that shallow.
100%.
I think everything's coming down to that.
That's what it is.
I can't because blah, 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 blah. I don't want to stand out.
That's it.
But, see, you can justify my mate's 31 and he's slowing down, all right, because my mate's 31 and he's slowing down. So I'm not going to look like the odd one out. Now, you only feel bad... no, I'm lying. If all your mates died and the next day you met a whole bunch of new mates that were 40, but they're all kicking goals and they were fucking shredded, fucking looking jacked, you would feel like a fucking idiot.
100%.
You, to not stand out and look like a dropkick, you would lift your game.
You would have to.
That's it.
That's what it
It's
comes
social
down to.
fucking
That's what it is.
thing,
That's what it is.
Social,
Pressure.
not just social pressure, but it's your social surroundings or your social environment that's dictating fucking everything.
Yeah,
That's it.
the tribe. Yeah, the tribe. Exactly.
That's
100%.
it. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, people don't want to... But, yeah, they don't want to stand out. But also, as well, which is the same thing...
But you don't want to be the only one who's better either.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Bravo.
Yeah, it's like... you don't want to be the only one that's better, but also, if I do say it, they hold me accountable, these cunts. When it comes to this specific thing.
You're correct.
If I'm a drop kick, no one's going to hold me accountable for anything.
Correct. If I choose the negative route,
Forget about it.
like it's all right if I stuff myself fucking every day and smoke 10 packs of cigarettes.
You're not getting crucified by nobody.
No.
Nobody.
No,
Zero.
you have to really fall off the horse.
But if you're saying, fuck, I just want to get fit, the next time these people see you, like, how's that going?
Yeah. I think there's a not a boundary. There's like a either or. There's a technical word here, but I can't fucking think about it. But there's like a 15% sway on either side of this social average.
There's a bit of leeway, yeah.
As in, you can be 50% better than the rest of your crew.
Not too much better.
It doesn't show up too much.
That's it.
You can be 50% shitter, like, you know, everyone's married, but you're the one getting divorced. You got a mistress,
Yeah.
and you might be doing coke on the weekend.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're
not too far off from the flock.
Yes, there is a radius of
Yeah.
both. Do you know the word I'm thinking about?
The variation?
Bravo.
Yeah.
There's a variation allowed within this thing before you
Yeah, there's
start
a buffer.
before you start to stick out.
Yeah.
Not just you, but your ego
Allows
keeps you
it.
in check. Yeah.
Yeah, the ego allows you to have a bit of a buffer.
Correct. And God bless anyone who surpasses their friends.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because the individual also wants to be an individual. Like, it's proud that I'm me, and I'm a bit better than that person. A bit better than everybody. It's not saying I'm fucking a lot better. It wants to stand out a bit, but not stray from the flock.
No, you want a recognition of your peers.
You know what I mean?
You want a recognition.
Yeah, but it also likes, obviously, because if you're not slightly a bit better, or someone's not slightly a bit shitter, Like, there hasn't got confrontations. There hasn't got this and that. Like, the ego wants to be in the mix-up. You know what I mean? It wants to have, like, arguments. It wants to have fucking, because it keeps you in the same place. You know, it wants to have a few of these things. If everyone's doing okay and just staying there, the ego would be bored.
Okay, so we're all doing similar, but not exactly the same.
Exactly.
Bravo.
Exactly.
Bravo.
Exactly. And that buffer that you mentioned, which is a good point, allows the ego to flourish.
The ego needs its own niche.
It does.
It's a natural thing.
It does.
Have you noticed sometimes there's like sisters or brothers, usually with girls more. Could be two sisters, similar age. One will be like blonde and one will have brown hair. One will like choose to be like to differentiate
Stand
themselves. They
Or
won't
be
be
different.
like exactly the
No,
same.
100%.
There'll be a difference.
Yeah. No one wants to be exactly the same as everybody else. No fucking way. Exactly the same. No fucking way. Yeah. There will be some kind of a
But
difference.
you're not exactly the same. This is a physical
No, I
representation.
know that. Yes, I know
A
that.
physical representation,
I know that.
which is a materialistic thing.
Exactly.
It's not a real thing.
No.
But that's how you present it to the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an interesting one.
It is. It is. It's fucking. It's the loopholes.
Yeah, it's the social one.
Yeah.
That's why they say you're the average of the 5 friends. You know what I mean?
Hang
This all
around.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting how ridiculous it actually is.
Yeah.
We're only justifying everything on the basis of the average of what's going on.
That's it.
That's how we justify, that's how we live our
Yeah.
lives.
That's the core of what we're talking about here.
We're not setting
Yeah.
ourselves up for a higher standard.
That's it. And a good point you mentioned. If you're hanging around with 5 drop kicks, you're going to be a drop kick, obviously. But if all those drop kicks died, and you found yourself in a circle of mad cunts, you're not going to feel very comfortable. It's either, you join the party and become a mad cunt, or you go find another group.
Yeah.
You're not going to stay there in that situation the way you are. You're going to change either way.
It's a big motivation, man.
Yeah.
That's a big motivation.
Yeah.
It's a fucking big. Your environment is huge, man.
It's pretty much
Fuck.
sure. We could say it's pretty much everything.
Fuck. It's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
It's
everything.
definitely in the 90s. 90%.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get motivated. It just picks you up. You just
Yeah.
absorb that thing.
Yeah, well, that's...
But some people don't like being... Some people don't like being... Not pressured to grow, but... Some people will willingly hang around with a more ignorant, common folk type person.
Yeah, the less chance of being uncomfortable.
Some people like being, God amongst ants. They like being the big fish in the small pond.
Yeah. True. Mate.
But I don't want to do that.
We're swimming in the oceans here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're not 4 ponds.
It's for whale.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Mate. Look at those whales.
Mate,
Taking casinos out of shit. You know what I mean?
that's it, right? Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
it's an interesting one. So be careful.
Yeah. Look, awareness. It's everything.
It's fucking everything, man.
It's
Fuck.
fucking everything.
It's awareness. It's getting into that, nudging over. But yeah, everyone's at a different level. Some people might hear this and think, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, true.
All right, but doesn't make sense. Then why are some people doing better than others?
Yeah, there's a kind of general questions you got to ask yourself.
That might be maybe
Like, why is this person different? Why is this person... I mean, everyone's got dreams. Everyone wants to achieve certain things. Now, if you just look at yourself and say, all right, sweet, I want to achieve this, whatever it might be, why is someone doing better in this field than others? And start playing around with that idea.
Yeah, but just one last thing. Have you noticed how the people... Generally, people who are really materialistic... I'm not saying you can't... All right.
You can't have material stuff.
No. I'm not saying... I'm trying to make a link between people who are religious or faithful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Between, let's say, people who are atheist or don't believe in God or whatever. They're more materialistic than people who have more of a spiritual aspect. All right. Generally,
Okay, so you're comparing the two, all right?
but a religious person could be fucking straight ignorant in
Of course.
in the
In
whole
his own
material
thing.
world.
His own thing.
Yeah, I was gonna give a bit of a
A tie up.
like an analogy or like a hypothesis that the person who is straight ignorant,
Mm-hmm.
who is in materialism,
Mm-hmm.
can justify the person who's doing better than them in a more superstitious kind of way. All right,
Yep.
as in, oh, this person's really good, or this person's rich or successful because he must have,
Had a good start.
I don't know, maybe he's lucky,
Yeah.
maybe he's had a good start, maybe there's all these things. I feel like they haven't really, first of all, they haven't really broken it down why this person is this person.
Yeah, we straight go. First of all, we go to the excuses why this person had to have something that I don't have.
Correct.
Okay, that's the first thing we're going to.
Yeah, that's right.
He was lucky. His parents had money, whatever it might be.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he had something that we don't have.
He had something that I have, yeah.
No one's going to go to like he was just, like me, and he just did more work. No one's going to think about that.
No.
They're always going to find the way. The mind, the ego, is always going to find the way to make you justify and feel better for where you're at.
Your current situation, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all it's going to do.
100%.
And it's going to create fucking whoppers.
Whopper Town.
You know what I mean?
It's Whopper Junior, eh?
It's fucking
It's
with
double
cheese.
Whopper with cheese, yeah.
That's
bravo.
what it is. That's
Bravo.
what it is. It creates shit that, like, if you actually verbally telling some cunt
Yeah.
this, you'd think, you'd think this is straight shit. This is straight bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, correct. If the third person, from the third person you heard about it, it's like, you think this guy's talking shit. but like how easily we accept this stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to us and our situation and, our mind's telling us. Our mind's telling us. You know what I mean?
Our mind's telling us.
Yeah. Yeah. We're two different people here.
It is two different people.
Yeah. So, yeah. It all makes, it's all accepted when it's about us. When it's not about us, it's fucking straight bullshit.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's why when we're looking to fix something about ourselves or improve, we've got to kind of step outside ourselves sometimes. You know what I mean? We've got to
right.
look at ourselves
Yeah.
objectively.
That's it. And another way to do that is, the best way to do that is ask yourself questions.
Bravo.
John, do you do this?
Yes.
John, why aren't you good at that?
Ken, why are you such a sick cunt?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's good
Yeah.
question.
That's it.
Why do you do everything so good? Not sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, got to reflect on these things.
Bravo.
And, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah. Anyway. Yasu.
Progress is your purpose. Peace.